Hello and welcome back to Shakesyear. We are working on the sonnets, and today we've got Sonnet 83, which, if you remember the last couple, the speaker or Shakespeare has been a little bit hung up on the fact that other people are also writing about the fair youth, and he's trying to compare and make sure that the fair youth knows that his is the truest poetry that shows the true soul of the fair youth and all of that sort of thing. And Sonnet 83 continues along those lines by saying, I never saw that you did painting need, and therefore to your fair no painting set. I found, or thought I found, you did exceed the barren tender of a poet's debt, and therefore have I slept in your report, that you yourself, being extant, well might show how far a modern quill doth come too short, speaking of worth, what worth in you doth grow. This silence for my sin you did impute, which shall be most my glory, being dumb. For I impair not beauty, being mute, when others would give life and bring a tomb. There lives more life in one of your fair eyes than both your poets can in praise devise. So this is one where he's almost getting like pointed with the fair youth. The whole thing is directed at the fair youth, and it's almost like the fair youth came back to Shakespeare and was like, but they're writing such prettier things about me than you are. They're making me out to be much more beautiful than you are. And Shakespeare had to retort in the form of this sonnet by saying, I didn't need to make you better than you already are because you're already the best. I thought I had found the best. So I was just showing the true you. I didn't need to pump you up. And now you're angry at me because I didn't pump you up the same way that these other poets that don't know you as well have been doing. And he's like, by the end of it, he gets to the conclusion that, you know what, I would rather paint the story of the true you than write falsehoods that aren't gonna last and that are gonna just, sit over there and die and make you look all false and all weird. And then in the very last little bits, he's like, you are way more beautiful than any of those other poets can possibly realize. So to me, this sonnet has a little bit of anger in it, but also a little bit of I'm gonna stand up for myself now in it. He has mentioned in some of the other sonnets that he's the one that's writing most truthfully and most faithfully about the fair youth, but there has been a lot of self-deprecation going on in the last few sonnets as well. And in this one, he's like, you know what? No, I'm sticking to my guns. I wrote about you the way that you exist, and that is beautiful, and that's all that should exist, and that's all that has to exist. And I'm going to stand by that because I don't need to pump you up. You're already perfect. So that's Sonnet 83. I'll see you tomorrow for Sonnet 84. Mwah.